clean that one.
This is frustrating. This is very, very, very frustrating.
Did you run over the cable guy's dog or something? Okay, I'm getting off this one so it don't mess you up. Third time's a charm.
This is stupid.
Troy's here.
This is freaking
Randy's
stupid. This is just it's kicking me out.
Ryan's here,
This
Ryan's
is
here.
my internet. This is just stupid,
Where's the-
stupid, 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 stupid. I apologize. Third time's a charm, hopefully. I don't even know what I was saying. I don't know what I was saying. I know I was talking to Father Brian. Father Brian, I was telling you, Father Brian, that you could have pushed, Amber had a daggone, one of those things that went back and forth, like a swing. And Father Brian, she stayed in that swing. She could sit in that swing all day. And she only cried when she was hungry or when she wanted changed. Saying how wonderful Kim does. I can't, I mean, been together all these years. I mean, I can't say anything like I wouldn't know what to do, Father Brian. He's talking about the pipe. I don't know what I said about the pipe. Pipe's a good pipe.
About numbers, stamps, something like that.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Anyway, is it YouTube or it's got to be the internet. It just kicks me off of YouTube completely, like it shuts the whole app down. It just kicks me off. It don't come up here. It don't come up here, Father Brian, since 1995. Is that 30 years, Father Brian? Is that 30 years? 1995. 2000. But I haven't had Penzance in a while. I haven't had Penzance in... I don't think I've had Penzance once this year. If I have, it was early in the year. Do y'all remember if I had Penzance earlier this year?
Yeah, I don't think so.
And anybody that's kept up with it, have I had Penzance this year? Like I do have what I got left, and I think 110, and I know I got one bag of it. No, it's kicking me off the internet because my TV has to reconnect to the internet. It's not YouTube. It's the internet because my TV it won't connect, and I have to go and reconnect the internet to to the TV. Hey, speaking of that, did anything ever with you, Seth? Did he ever get back, Randy? I know he's not here tonight, but he missed for a lot. Always give credit from others while they turned out to be. Yeah, I don't take any. You know me, Jose. I don't really take credit for much in this world. I tell everybody, my kids are better humans than I ever was growing up, and I still don't feel like I feel like I'm still a nobody. I feel like I'm no greater than a grain of sand. And, I say that because in 100 years from now, nobody's going to know my name. They're really not. I mean, I had a bowl of Southern African backy with yourself. It was a good smoke. I'm a lucky guy. My mom is always, and my dad is awesome. My husband is Awesome. And you can't prove it. But he could start. Yeah, he could, I guess. Yeah, because Jose did that. Jose started and had a different name for a while. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Yeah. They apply themselves, my kids do, Oscar. I mean, they really, I don't know, I guess they get their work ethic from both of us. Because I always did like my job, and Kim, she goes to work every day. She don't miss. She hardly misses. You could probably count 29 years she's been teaching. And I don't know, Oscar, you could probably count it. I don't know. Seems like the last couple of years she's missed more than she ever has, doctor appointments and stuff. But, and then also taking the kids to go to stuff like college visits and stuff like that. Or like today, she missed school today to go with Hunter, to the, and then we got Amber up too.
Next week he has to have his teeth
And then next week she'll miss, but school will be out here
for him.
But next week she'll miss because next week we have to take Hunter. What day is that?
It's supposed to be Monday. They're
Monday.
supposed to call me though tomorrow and Thursday.
So next Monday you all won't see it. So if you pray, I ask that you pray. If you don't pray and you just want to send good wishes, that's fine too. I would appreciate that too. Hunter has his wisdom teeth, supposed to have his wisdom teeth cut out unless something happens Monday. So we got to drive him all the way to Lexington, which, as you all know, that's a 2-hour and 45-minute, 3-hour drive. It's according to the exact spot that you have to go to in Lexington. But it's about just say 3 hours rounded off. It's about a 3-hour drive. Too many, Troy, was it, Van? I don't know, you're talking to Troy. But anyway, I'd appreciate it if if you say a prayer for Hunter, because that's kind of, surgery is surgery. And that's nothing that's an easy task, is your wisdom teeth. Like mine wasn't bad though. Mine and then Amber's wasn't bad either. Was yours bad? Was it? Kim says hers was bad. But now Amber's wasn't bad. And mine wasn't bad. I was chewing on the way home from getting my wisdom teeth pulled. Or cut out, whatever you want to call it. I say pulled because they most of the time pull your teeth, but wisdom teeth gets cut out most times. But yeah, Kim had a bad time. But now mine and Amber's wasn't bad. I mean, she didn't even turn blue. That's why we're going back to this guy, because Amber didn't have a hard time at all. So, I mean, we brought her home and she was drowsy, of course, with the stuff, but no black and blue or nothing like that. A few milkshakes. Yeah, I've already got some ice cream. Oscar, I did buy a big tub of ice cream. But yeah, we got to take him 3 hours to have his wisdom teeth cut out. Kim, are we not going to give away? Are you not going to give me a thing to give away? Well, give me one out. Let me show them this wood. Let me show y'all what I've got done. So, speaking of yourself. So, and another thing, we can't think of the third person. Can y'all help us with the third person? So there's one. I don't have any oil on it. I still got to sand it. I got to sand it 320 and 400. So there's this one. This will be the front side of this one. But now it ain't got no oil on it or nothing. And then that one is cherry and walnut. This is walnut and curly maple.
I just wrote down 3 names.
And then I got one more up here. I got this one. And this one is cherry. And so, oh God. There's that one. And they're pretty boards. And it'll be prettier once I don't have any. Did you open that like I asked? No, you didn't. I said, open this. And I go over here. Let me go get some. I'll show y'all what it's going to look like. Let me get some alcohol. The box.
Oh.
Open what? She said.
I said no, it's sitting right there on the cover.
Yeah, I said open it and let me
There.
show them this. Can you get out? This dogs. They're right my way.
This thing got up.
They're right my way. See? I got to scoot over here. There, you can see that one. See what it's going to look like before? Here's this one. And then I'll show you this one too. Spray a little alcohol on it. So that's what it's going to look like. And it's real pretty. I know y'all can't see it inside. I got to take my alcohol back. How do you get the two different woods to stick together? You have to cut it square. You have to square it up. So that's the first thing you got to do. You got to square it up.
I'm sorry.
And then
He made me move.
glue it together and leave it glued up for 24 hours. I let some people only let theirs glue for like 2 hours. But I let mine glue for 24. I let it stay in the clamps for 24 hours. But to get them seamlessly, you have to get it square. And I guess I've just, over the years, Father Brian, I've
Good.
been a pretty, I don't know, Father Brian, I bought another square a couple of years ago because my one square got kind of out of square by a little bit. But it was old. And I actually bought 2 squares, Father Brian, because the new one that I bought, it was a cheap one. It was like $8. And Father Brian, it wasn't square. It was, it was a big square, I buy the 2 foot by 12 inches, 24 inch by 12 inch, framing square. And it wasn't square. And I was off, and I was like, I know I squared that. And anyway, I bought one that was like $24 square, and it's pretty good. It's square. But I use good glue. I don't see it. Yeah, it's sitting over there, Father Brian. Sitting right there. I use Top Bond 3. And Top Bond 3, Father Brian, is it's waterproof. There isn't much wood glue that's waterproof, and so I use Top Bond 3, and which is more expensive than like Top Bond 2, and but it's waterproof. And if you're gonna, in my opinion, if you're gonna fix something like a cutting board and you're gonna have all kinds of water on it, then you want something that's waterproof. And another thing too is, I don't know, when I first started out, Father Brian, I would squeeze them clamps. And what you're doing when you squeeze clamps so tight, you're squeezing all the glue out of it. And so you just get a kind of a feel for, not squeezing it too loose and not squeezing it too tight. You got to kind of, you don't want to squeeze all the glue, but you want to have glue coming out of the project. You want to squeeze it tight enough to where it's But you gotta let the glue do its job, and that glue, other people, I'm sure there's YouTube videos, but the glue is, when, like, they'll drop like a big bowling ball on like those cutting boards, and it don't break the glue, it breaks the wood. The big bowling balls, when they drop it, the wood is, or the glue is actually stronger than the wood. And that wood is, I mean, it's got like a, I don't know, walnuts, like, I don't know. Somebody could look it up. See, I was thinking 1,200 for walnut, but then I start thinking 900 on what's it called, the jank scale of hardness. But yeah, I don't know, Father Brian. I'm not, like I'm telling it to you, and am I bothering you, buddy? Are you rolling over? Sorry, I won't lay my head back. I'm kind of telling it to you, and I don't know hillbilly terminology. Not really, what you call it. I never did go to a carpentry school or anything like that. I'm not really the best carpenter or woodworker in the world. You know my opinion on that. Japanese. My opinion, the Japanese are masters, the most skilled woodworkers there are. I don't know nothing about wood, but I trust you. Katie, I don't know if I'd trust me on some glued hardwood and it broke the bowling ball. I've never seen a bowling. What is bowling balls made out of? Speaking of Bob, did you sand the edges? Do you sand the edges to be glued? Do I sand the edges? That you mean where I round off the edges? Where I take a router? Okay, see it. I've already sent Steve and Miss Kathy. There's another one.
We wrote down 3 names that night. Stephen,
we wrote down
Yusef, and Jonathan.
Huh?
Yusef, Jonathan, and Stephen, Miss Kathy is all I wrote down that night.
No, well, I know that's all you wrote down, but there was 4. Somebody else said another name. Stephen, Miss Kathy, I said I would send them. We already sent theirs,
Yes,
right?
Yes.
Okay, that is Jonathan's and Yusef's that I'm working on that I sprayed. Now the other one is somebody else mentioned a name that night, and Kim didn't write it down. And I don't know who it was, and Kim can't remember either. No, at the edges. No, I leave them sharp. You want them sharp. You don't want them round. If you round them over, then it'll round in, and it won't go together flush. Does that make sense? It'll be like instead of it being like this, like it'll go down in. I can't do it. It'll be rounded in. If I could show you, Troy, because I have routed off all edges before and messed up and had to go back and cut the edge that was going to be glued together. Bowling balls are polyester plastic, probably like pop stems. Yeah, are they? I never knew what. That's one of those things that, Bob, I never did study. Like, you know me, I'll tell you if I'm ignorant in a certain subject, and that's just one of those subjects that I'm ignorant in. Like, I never looked up, never had the desire to study what a bowling ball was made out of, so that's why I was asking. Because I'm ignorant in the making of a bowling ball. Understand, I do. Yeah, if you ever do that, though, you got to leave them sharp. You can't round them. But then after it's done, I round them over. I take see, this one's rounded. And this is a half. Matter of fact, I got to get another. I've used this one about up. But I use a 1/2 inch round over bit for these because the wood is 1 inch thick. And if you've ever used a router bit, then you know that they don't last forever. And we learned that they're made from bowling balls, very rare, exotic. Or I skipped college class in the ball making. Yeah, I didn't. Father Brian, I was a different human being when I was going to college. I told you my best friend growing up, he died of alcohol poisoning. I would get drunk in the 8th grade before I went to school. That was before morning. Like I would be drunk before 7 o'clock going to school. My brother used to get me up and, 5 a.m., 6 a.m. and we would drink till we got to go to school. But, that was wrong. And then the other thing is what most boys, Father Brian, girls. I was like that movie of Elvis, girls, girls, girls. I missed that class as well.
Stupid.
Do what?
I said that's stupid.
And Kim said that's stupid. Yeah, but see, I never had a girlfriend till I met you.
Yeah,
You was my first girlfriend.
Whatever. I know that's not the truth.
She said, whatever, I know that's not true. Drunk children have no fear. I just didn't have nobody that, my grandparents worked, and that's who watched, who raised me. And, my grandfather worked in the mines, and my grandmother, she worked every day, and, like I said, they didn't care when I went to bed. They didn't care when I went to bed. They just told me you better be up by the next morning. And the one time I can tell you what happened to me when I wasn't up one time. I can tell you. My grandfather come in there with a big old mining belt. And them mining belts, they ain't the regular, that thick belt that goes in your pants. Them things are about that thick, buddy. They're a big wide belt. They're probably twice as wide. Abby, you're still with us? Yeah, but, a couple of things happened, Father Brian, that kind of opened my eyes. When I was a senior in high school, two of my buddies was in a car coming back from a party. They were drinking, they wrecked, and killed one of them, Father Brian, and kind of straightened me up a little bit. And then my best friend growing up, he died of alcohol poisoning. And so those two things kind of made me like, I don't know. James, do you watch Justified? Yes, me and Kim watches that all the time. We love Justified. But that's at Harlan. Harlan is about an hour and 15 minutes from me. But now they do show our place, and the place in Lexington's where we got to go to, where they have the main office at, Katie. On that show is in Lexington, the Lexington office. And I've been there, being what I was, working for the government. I've been to the FBI. I've had the FBI, those FBI agents here. Not the ones on the show, those are actors. With a bowl of cold water, and that carried me.
They showed the federal prison.
Yeah, and then they showed the federal prison in there. I worked at the federal prison too. I did that. It does show Kentucky, yes. It does show Kentucky. It shows the back roads. But now, like I said, the place that it shows, though, it don't show here. It shows Harlem, which is about an hour and 50. Harlem's pretty poor. It's very similar, though. You have a lot of haulers that you go up, which they show that on that show, Katie. But yeah, it's similar. Can I give away one? I'm just reaching.
That's fine.
I just grabbed one.
You're the one talking.
I grabbed this. Let's give away this before it gets too late. Cornell and Dahl honey book shaped cake. If you're in, say you're in. We'll continue talking, but let's give this away. And this is sent by Smarty Bob. So don't thank me. I don't want no credit for this. I'm not the one that sent it. Smarty Bob, give him the credit. Give Kim the credit for mailing it to you. And I don't, like I said, I don't. Meanwhile, Hollywood still has trouble showing my people. I don't. What do you mean by your people? Are you meaning black, or are you meaning South Africa? Katie. I am Cape colored, South Africa. Yeah, I know that. But I didn't know which one you meant. I don't really pay attention to where people come from in movies. I've never looked at the credits or anything like that to see who's in the movie. Like if it's a big actor like Tom Cruise, but I know Tom Cruise, but I can't tell you where he's from. I don't know if he's from Michigan or isn't that one guy from Australia? That one that played Wolverine. What's his name?
No.
He played in a lot of movies. He played Wolverine. What's his name? Jack? Is it Jack? Somebody tell me that guy's name that played Wolverine. What's the guy's name that played Wolverine in these new movies? Hugh Jackman. There you go. Randy got it. Isn't he from... He has an accent. Is he from Australia? Is it? Because he has an accent. And I guess he is. Okay, yeah. Katie, I don't know where people are from. So I don't know that they don't show people from South Africa. I don't know. I'm sorry that they don't show that, though. If they don't show it, I'm Katie, that's another thing. I'm ignorant in that. I'm ignorant as to where people are from. The only people, be honest with you, I care a whole heck of a lot about you all, so I try to remember where everybody hears, what state or what country. Speaking of other countries, I know Boris. He's in Finland, and I know Katie, you all are in Russia, but I do know that you're South African. We have Jonathan is from, and I call the UK the same thing. I say the UK, but I know I would probably be hog-tied and whipped because I know people in the UK, they're like, no, I'm from London, and no, I'm from here, and I don't know all them places. Who else do we have from other parts? We have Tom York. He's from Canada. Who else do we have from other countries? I can't think. My mind is slipping at the moment.
Yusef.
Yeah, Yusef. Yusef.
Daniel Leslie.
Yeah, Daniel Leslie. He's from Canada, too.
I can't think right now.
Yeah, I said Boris. Boris is who I said first. Yeah, he's from Finland. I just can't think. I can't think of any.
Don't even.
The band Rush was from Canada. Do I not even know that band? Troy, I don't even know that band. Oh, yeah. He was from, oh my God, he's a good dude too. Great dude. Oh, he's the one, Randy, that I have the little tin of Penzance. He sent me a tin of Penzance. He got it over there, he got it, I don't know, in Germany or somewhere. But, oh my God. what was his name, Kim?
I don't know.
He's from Ireland, Scotland. He's got the beard.
Hmm.
No, he was
Well,
from
that sounds
Ireland,
right.
wasn't he? No, he's from Scotland. He's from Scotland. He's a preacher too. I can tell you that. He's a father as well. Great dude. No, not Jack Ryan. No.
That wasn't a preacher.
Jack Ryan wasn't a preacher. I say preacher. I should say father because I don't know. I don't know what religion he was.
I'll see if I can look.
I don't know. Yeah. Simon's from London, UK. I was talking about people that was in here. Simon hardly comes in here. No, not Pop and Padre. No. He was a little chubby. He had he was a little chubby. He had problems with his leg. Todd. He had problems with his leg. I know his name. I know his face. I've got him. I follow him on here.
I don't have my Scotland in
Um,
my library.
I forget. You got everybody's name wrote down? Is it in?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll pull it. Last time he was in there, I said his name. Oh, let me go down so y'all can see. There's a bunch of names in there. I don't know if y'all can see them. I don't know how clear this cup is on camera. That's gonna bother me.
I'm tired.
Are you tired? What you yawn for? Why'd you yawn for?
Lay down. You already messed up my rug. This year was playing these two cards. Hype and Padre, they said.
I got two. There.
Father Dempsey.
No, his name wasn't Father Dent. It's not Father. I just know he's a preacher. I don't know if he told people he was. Can you all see that? I can't see that. Can you all see that?
Jose.
Yeah, Jose. No. He didn't have a father in front of his name, but he is a preacher. I don't know why I put that back in there.
It don't matter.
Oh, Randy, why did you do that to me, Randy? Why did you do that to me, Randy? No, you can't get back there. Whew.
Can I have the tobacco?
No, not pop. Yeah, here's the tobacco. Sorry. No, not piping, Pastor.
Who just jumped up behind me?
Remember his leg. He had problems with his leg.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he had problems with his leg. He was bad off on his leg. He thought he was going to lose his leg there for a while.
I remember. He had surgery, didn't he?
Yeah, he had surgery. Yeah, him and his wife.
Just a minute. I'll look at my list. I want to say Gary, but that's not right.
Gary, that is his name.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hmm.
As soon as you say Gary, that is his name. His name's Gary. That's not his name on YouTube, though. But his name's Gary. I forget his YouTube name, but
It's
he's,
not
yeah,
Papa
he's,
Bear, is it?
huh?
Not Papa Bear,
No, not Papa Bear, no.
but it's the other Gary. Another Gary. Okay.
Yeah, no, Papa Bear's Gary, too. No, yeah, his name's Gary. Yeah, see, I'm glad you said that. I don't know what his channel name is.
I'll have to think.
Yeah, he had a red beard. He had a red beard. I messaged him, last time I messaged him, he never messaged back, so I don't know if he has the same, like if he gets on Messenger anymore. So I don't know how to reach him. But yeah, his name was Gary. I forget his YouTube name.
Yeah, I threw all the old.
I wish you hadn't have started to yawning.
I'm sorry. It's been a long day.
Say it. I hope that you like this. This has got a big knot in it. I left this knot here. Look at that knot. I left that knot in it, said I could have drilled that knot out and plugged it. But even if that knot falls out, it's going to be pretty back in there. I mean, I think it adds a lot of character to it. Yeah, it's got oil coming out of it right now, and it's going to have oil coming out for... I dried it off a little bit. Don't try to remember it will come. Yeah, well, Kim remembered it, Katie. Yeah, it is unique. That's why I left it the size that I did, because if I could cut that off, cut that out, and made this board shorter, because this board's like 12 inches, but I left it long because I like that. I like that knot in it.
What are you doing, Zeus?
I mean, like I said, I could have cut
Good
it out,
boy.
but I really like the knot. So I left it in. But yeah, that's something I don't pay attention to, Katie. Like I don't know. Katie, I'm a pretty simple person. Like I don't know. If it's something that I don't need to know, like I just try to stay away from it. I'm not much of a arguing type person. I don't like arguing. I don't. I've tried to change my way of thinking. Like I said, I was a completely different human being if y'all would have met me 10 years ago. And it's taken getting rid of the news, getting rid of the Weather Channel, getting rid of anything, paying attention to anything that's people are just arguing. Like I said, I was on that GPSS, and I still am a member. And people get on there and they argue like they put people down for smoking aromatics. Like why? Like I'm not that kind of person. Was that yeah, say it. You perfect, brother. Yeah, perfect. Like it. Thank you. Like, but yeah, I don't know. I've changed my way of thinking. I've changed things that I do, and I just I don't know. I live a happier life. I just try to be a better me than try to worry about what Jim Bob down the road is doing and how he's living his life or how she's living her life or, somebody from, you look at politics too, like, I, you know, uh, I don't have anything, I don't have anything like, I don't want to watch anything because there's so much hatred with, like, there's people that's going to say mean stuff about every which side that you put in office. You're going to have people say stuff about, and it doesn't, it, I don't know. I keep thinking back to my grandfather. Like my grandfather, I never heard him once argue about religion. I never heard him. Matter of fact, I heard him brought maybe one or two times. I heard him bring religion up in communication, or politics in communication. Like that's just not something you used to talk about. And so I don't know. I love the new. Thank you very much, Father Brian. Like I said, I've tried to. Father Brian, I try to do, and I try, like if the Bible says it in it, Father Brian, like I said, when I pray, I get on my knees. And Father Brian, I don't think that everybody has to do that. It's just when I read it, I go back to the scripture where he prayed in the Garden of Olives, and he prayed so hard that the sweat was turning to blood, and he was on his knees. And that just has always stuck out to me. And so, like, I'm not saying that other people have to you don't have to get on your knees. I'm not saying that. I'm not going to judge you for that. I'm just telling you the way I read things and what I do.
That's why you don't talk about religion.
Yeah, that's Kim said, and that's why I don't really talk about religion. Because you've got so many, I can tell you from where I live, there's like 5 different divisions of religions here where I live, and every one of them believes in something different. Treat others you'd like to be. Well, another thing, Bob, I would add to that, Bob, is I always try to think of others. I try to do my best to think of others. Like I always try to, like think, like, I don't know, like when I do pray, I try to think and pray for, like I'll pray for Katie's husband. And then, I pray for, like Matthew's mom. And, there's other people, that hasn't brought it out in public that I pray for, his family and stuff. And I'm not the one to bring it out. And, like I said, I'm open anymore. And, if I'm ignorant about certain subject, I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm the know-all, be-all, end-all of that subject. If I know about a certain subject, then I'll talk about it. But if I don't know about it, I'm the first to tell you I'm ignorant in that subject. It's kind of like we was talking about bowling balls. I don't. And I don't know why. I think that's, I think that's being honest. I can do that, Matthew. Like I said, Matthew, your mom is in my prayers daily, along with like Boris. But Boris has said his stuff too. But like other people, that's the shame is not trying to know. Yeah, I just don't feel like that. you know, like a bowling ball, what it's made out of should be something that I try to remember. Like I've got so much other things in my head that I've already got to remember. Like, I don't know. I feel like my filing cabinet's kind of full. I can't put too many more papers in that filing cabinet, if that makes sense, Katie.
Said wants to know if that was the right supplies for the board butter.
Yeah, I answered say it.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
Yeah, I answered say it.
Okay.
Do you want to
I
give
missed
away
that.
another one or
That's
no?
fine.
No, you got to go to the bathroom. It's fine. No, we'll not. We'll give another one.
I'm fine.
We'll give another one away another day. I'm a man never stands as tall as when he kneels. Yeah, I think that's one thing that you got to do, Bob, is take care of the kids. You know, I think that's one thing that because the kids are the future. But again, in saying that though, I also want to say, Bob, that I think that you got to know your past or your future will repeat itself. And I really don't want things that happened in the past to repeat itself. Does that make sense? I mean, like, I think our kids are our future and we got to look out for our kids. But I also think that it's important that not only us as older people, but as our kids and also the young kids, I think it's important for them to learn what happened in history. Because you can get, and this is my thinking, and this is my opinion, and it's nobody else's opinion, and it might be a controversial statement to some, but I think you can get through life pretty good by not knowing what an adjective or adverb or a noun without passing all those tests for like that subject. I think it's more important to learn the history of the world and the U.S. too, so that history doesn't repeat itself. So to me, it's more important to learn that than it is to learn like what is a proverb and what's an adjective and, you know, adverb and,
Unless you're a writer.
you know. Now, if you're going into writing, then yeah. No, I don't. But no, I think it's important that you know, like I think it's important you put like who you're writing to, and you learn to do a comma, and like I think it's important to learn how to write a letter. I'm not saying it's not important. I'm just saying I put history above English. But now, like I said, other people has their own opinion, and if they put English above history, then I'm not going to argue that. That's their opinion, and they have just as much right and entitled to their opinion as I do. You know. Nobody's talking about it. They're like, James, we don't want to talk about this subject. Does anybody else want me to pray for them? I'll ask that since Matthew said that. Is there anybody else that, before we get off of here? Is anybody else that have anything going on? Because I promise you, I will pray for you. Matthew, I hope you know that I hope everything goes well. Yeah, see, that's another thing, Randy. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of things that's not taught. But now they didn't teach that stuff in 1860 either, you know, when it was a one-room schoolhouse. And you know what I mean? They didn't teach balancing the checkbook then. That was more taught by the parents, you know. My mom is doing well, so thanks. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. I just hope all you lovely people have great. Yeah, I do. Katie, I thank you all. And Katie, I don't even know I don't even know. But Katie, I always pray for you all safety. I know you're in Russia. I don't know where you're at from Uh, I don't even know if the war is still going on, Katie. I don't like that. Even something like that can turn political, and I don't. So I don't even where I don't watch the news and stuff. I don't even know if the war's going on still, Katie, between Ukraine and Russia. I'm sure Boris would, because it's right on Boris's and yours. It's right on Boris's uh, not neighbor. I guess you call it neighbor. Border is probably a better word. I'm in Colorado. Yeah, I know you're in Colorado. I keep thinking Wyoming for some reason, Troy, but Wyoming is B-Dog.
No,
Hello.
Wisconsin is below.
Or Wisconsin is B-Dog. I said Wyoming, I meant Wisconsin.
I don't know what you're going on about Wyoming for.
I don't know, I don't know, because I thought that Troy was in Wyoming earlier. And Wisconsin is B-Dog. I don't know why I said that, because I'm an idiot, I guess. Yeah, I appreciate that, Troy. But if there's nobody else, I'll give away more stuff next week. I've got more stuff to give away. And again, I'm sorry about my internet being 3 times. I'm sorry we had to restart 3 times over the internet. I apologize. I don't get upset. I try not to either. Everything is funny with butts. But I wish you hadn't yawned. We'll give away more tobacco next week. Thank you for.
Here, you want this?
Yeah. Well, I was going to thank him, Bob, for sending the tobacco.
You can do that, but I mean, you said thank you. So.
Thank you, Boris. Thank you, Ron. Thank you, Jose. Thank you, Todd. Thank you, Troy. Thank you, Oscar. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you, Matthew. Thank you, Sid. Thank you, Randy. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Garrett. Thank you, Ray. Thank you, Stovepipe. Thank you, Uncle Larry. Thank you, Wild Bill. I know your name's Will Bill William, but I call you Wild Bill.
I tried to catch everybody to switch from channel to channel.
Thank you, Katie. And Katie, I'll pray for Yornick. And thank you, Father Brian. Thank you all for everything that you've done for me and my family. Thank you for being good to me and my family. Thank you for loving me and my family. You know I love all y'all. And I hope you have a wonderful week. I don't know why it come in my head. Anyway, I love yous, and I appreciate yous. I miss. Hello, Scott. Scott's another one I pray for. I pray for you back every week. All during the week, not week by week. How you doing, Scott? I'll stay on here to
Well, it's not 9 yet.
see how you doing and how your job is.
We've had a rough night.
Ends chapter 3 tonight.
No.
I appreciate it. He said I appreciate it instead of telling me how he is. How you doing, Gary? I asked you earlier, but you was saying hi to everybody, so. I figured if you wanted to tell me, you'd tell me. Scott might not want. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right. 3 times to reboot the life. That's right. Okay, have a small infection in my surgery site, but on meds. Is the antibiotics helping your infection, Scott? Pain is not bad. Can you do anything for the pain? Can you take like medicine? Oh, so you haven't tried them yet. You just got them an hour ago. So what are you going to take one now and then get up? What is antibiotics every 8 hours? You can take one now and get up at
Depends on what kind it is.
5 a.m. Is that right? Is that 8 hours? 10, 11, 12, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5. I was doing it in my head. I have to do it on my fingers, Scott. But I was right, which is very rarely. I'm glad. I'm glad you got antibiotics. I got to spit this go out and drink my water. I'm thirsty. Anyway, I'll get off here. I love yous. I apologize again for the 3 lives. Third time was a charm, as they say. I hope everybody got their stuff. I'll be sending these out. Nobody can tell me the third name. Nobody told me the third name, so I don't know who the third person was. Somebody mentioned somebody else, and I made one for them, don't know. Anyway, I love yous. Mwah. I love yous. Y'all have a good week. God bless you, and I hope nothing happens to you or your families. I hope you're smoking the blends that you love and the pops that you love or the cigars that you love. I love you all, and I hope you have a wonderful week. God bless you. Bye-bye.